Deja vu, am I supposed to be okay? Is it me or is it you?
Hello everyone, my name is Jay Morris, and welcome to a little bit of a new series. This is going to be me giving gold guides for World of Warcraft. So as you can see, I'm over 500k gold, and I'm going to be like upfront. I've been over 1 million gold multiple times, and that may not seem a lot to some people, but there are a lot of people that struggle with making gold in World of Warcraft. It's always been that way. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the top 5 ways that the top 5 things I do or sell to make a lot of gold in World of Warcraft. So, while tokens have continued to go up and up and up, they're now at 180k gold. I remember when they were like 30k, but okay, so go straight into the video. So the first thing that I can recommend is the old Cataclysm and Wrath of the Lich King raids. The Cataclysm raids used to give a lot more gold for completing bosses. You'd get a lot more raw gold, as well as you would get a lot of gold from the items you would get because you would do it on 25-man heroic difficulty. Now you get considerably less, but this in no way makes it uneconomical. The reason why is because these raids also give raid pets. Now, I'll use an example from Blackwing Descent. So if we type in Blackwing Descent in the pet journal, you can see Discarded Experiment drops from Maloriak. You can see Tiny Tron drops from the Omnitron Defense System, and Rattlejaw drops from Nefarian. These pets don't have a 100% drop rate. Quite the opposite. You will sometimes get really lucky and run it on multiple tunes and get a bunch, and sometimes you'll get none for like a week or two. It just depends. But if we go over here and let's say type in Tinytron, you can see they're going for a lot of gold. You type in Rattlejaw, they're going for a ton of gold. You type in Discarded Experiment, none are up. So it's like there's a huge market for these, and they sell. Like, believe me, they sell. And I can't speak for other realms because I just proved that besides myself just saying that, there are people that sell it for that, and I can talk from experience that I've sold them. Now, I've sold them from anywhere between 3,000 to 12,000 gold. It just depends on like who puts it up for the wrong prices, because there's always going to be people who put them up for wrong prices. But I heavily recommend doing these old raids, because not only do you get the raw gold still, and even though they lowered the raw gold potential, you got all this potential from the pets. Ulduar is another great one. You can also get the chance at Mimar's Head, the pet, but there's tons of pets that drop from here. I mean, tons. Like almost every other boss or every boss drops one. So yeah, I highly recommend that. The second farm that I can say that I do is the Bronze Whelpling. I'm going to be doing a guide for it, but basically in Blasted Lands, the orcs, the Iron Horde, can drop a pet called the Bronze Whelpling, and preferably a Brewmaster Monk is the best for this. I will show you guys in the guide where exactly to farm, and this can work for every single type of character class, but Monk is the best because if you go into Brewmaster, you can get what's known as the Black Ox statue, and this taunts everything around you, and if you put it down, you get a bunch of mobs, and it's one of the respawns that respawns as you kill, so the faster you kill, the faster and more efficient you can do. I farmed it many times, so probably hundreds of times. So for me, I can be very efficient. 1 hour, I got very lucky, and I got 5 bronze whelplings in 1 hour. You can, honestly, it's an RNG farm, and it's based on your speed. So if you are really, really going for it, no matter what class you are, I can't see why you wouldn't get at least 1 or 2. I usually sell them between 7,000 and 12,000 gold, and I'm pretty sure they have good value. As you can see on my realm, they go for quite a bit of gold, 14 to 19k right now. And they do sell because when I got those 5, I had to relist a couple once more after the 48-hour auction, but they all sold within the week that I got them for. I was selling them for 7,000 per, because like when it only takes you an hour to get 5 of them, that's a huge profit. So definitely try that out. I will make a video for that. Yeah. So number 3 is a bit more generalized, but this is the just pets in general. I mean, especially whelplings, the azure whelpling, the bronze whelpling, the crimson whelpling, the dark whelpling, and the emerald whelpling. I will probably make guides for all of them. The azure whelpling, you can do a 5-man farm for that, and it's just very awesome to get them. I remember it took a while for me to get one back when I farmed it on my druid. This was back in the Warlords of Draenor, and I sold it for 30k. The bronze whelpling, already went over that. The crimson whelpling, you get that from wetlands. There's a certain spot where you can farm it. Once again, I'll do a video for that, but there's other videos if you don't want to wait for that one to be uploaded. Dark whelpling, same thing, although there's a better place in Badlands to do it. Once again, if you have a balanced druid or a brewmaster monk. That's another thing with the bronze whelpling. A balanced druid can also work. And then the emerald whelpling comes from Feralus, and you can get those from this certain little patch of whelplings. It's a bit more time consuming and a bit harder to get because you're not killing as many per hour as some of the others, and I believe it's around the same drop chance. It might be 1%, which is a bit higher than the others. But yeah, pets in general have such a market. I mean, if you just go to battle pets, like these pets that are pretty easy to get are just going for so much money, and it's just putting in, and it's like pretty much guaranteed gold. Like, look at the azure whelplings going for 40 to 69k, and it's like pets aren't that hard to get, and yet they go for so much money. There's always a market for them, especially these raid pets, and the raid pets are very easy to get. So you just gotta really do your research on what the prices should be. I'll just say one thing. With the raid farms, the more tunes you have, the more value you're going to get per week and per hour. Because if you have like an alt that you're just not using that's level 110, maybe doesn't have the best gear, you're like, I can't really make gold on this tune. Park them outside of Blackwing Descent or Firelands. Firelands is amazing. And just keep them there, and every Tuesday spend about 15-20 minutes, farm it. If you go even faster, maybe faster than that. I mean, I've done it in like 10 minutes on my monk because I've done it so many times. And plus, with these old raids, a lot of them you have a chance to get mounts for, like Dragon Soul is a great example of that. You can get like 3 different mounts from that. Throne of Thunder, that's another good one. You can get some pets, some really rare pets from that, and that gives you some good gold. Another one with mounts, like you can get them a mount from Mimiron's Head in Ulduar, or Icecrown Citadel. That's another great one. Like on the last page, I saw Blight Breath. That's a pet from Icecrown Citadel, and you can get Invincible or Tempest Keep. There's pets from that, and you can get Ashes of Alar. And all the while, you're getting these, you're getting patches of money from that. So that's another great way to get money. This is a bit of a different one. Number 4 is going to be Giant Dinosaur Bones. This is one that I have done for a very long time. And it is because if you can get there when there's not many people, you are going to make so much money from this. You can see a a pack of 999 goes for 2,000 gold. That's what it goes for. I sometimes sell mine for 1,750 just so I can sell them fast. But you are literally going to get tons and tons of stacks per hour. Like right in my bags, I have some that I haven't put up because I sold some, but I didn't put the rest up. You can also get some pets from this farm. The Zandalari pets. There's 3 different raptor pets. The Zandalari like toe nibbler, the Zandalari foot slasher, and what is it? The let's see, ankle render. And knee biter. So there's 4. These all drop from the Dinomancers, the troll like shamans that are around the area. You can also get the Direhorn runts when you kill the Direhorns, and it's just a great farm because I personally recommend parking a character that you don't play much there, and you can do it at 100 or 110. It'll be faster at 110, and check either late at night or early in the morning or when there's not many people there, because a lot of people know about this farm, so a lot of people do it. But when you are alone there, and have full reign of the island, you can get so much money from that. It's a great farm. I'll do a guide for that one too. And the final one, and I think that if you have researched any type of gold making guide, this is gonna really, it's gonna make sense. Starlight roses. Starlight roses are just, they are my bread and butter this expansion. I have by far made the most of my money selling Starlight Roses. I reached a million gold 2 times pretty much doing Starlight Roses alone. I have a certain route that I go on, and just the amount of roses that you can get is just insane, man. I'm definitely going to do a guide, not for, because anyone can get it, but I will do one for my route. There is a steep learning curve and a steep time gap and a time gate for getting this, though, because you, just like all the other herbs and mines, you have to get the levels, or you don't, well, you kind of do, but it's very, very hard because you would get Starlight Rose Dust, and what that does is it's useless. You will farm an herb and it won't give you anything. But if you put the time in, it is just amazing. It's one of the best farms there has ever been in this game, and I truly mean that because I have just made hundreds of thousands of gold doing this farm. And turn on music in the background and just farm. If you're going to do this, I recommend having the Sky Golem or being a druid. Sky Golems, they're a little pricey, but you will make your money back. Like, if you bought this right now for 550,000, like, that would be worth it because you would make your money back. Another thing is Dark Moon Firewater. If you aren't a druid, not Dark Moon Firewater. What is it? Yeah, it is Dark Moon Firewater. Dark Moon Firewater, it can get a bit pricey, but when the Dark Moon Fair comes around and a lot of people farm it, I have some in my bags right now. For 60 minutes, you gather really, really fast. And I mean fast. Like, if you combine that with a Sky Golem, if you're not a druid, wow, holy crap, it goes fast. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please be sure to share, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next gold making video. But until then, guys, farewell.